Good afternoon. Welcome to Veronica Jenkins Online Psychic Mediums. I've come a little bit early this afternoon, and a couple of minutes early, so I shall wait for people to start coming on once it filters through onto Facebook and also onto YouTube. And I think many of you now are becoming familiar with how it works on here for you coming in for readings. So you're sort of watching the playback, or you start to come on as I'm speaking. And really, I think the first thing I would say to you about online safety for all of us. So all of the Veronica Jenkins mediums that work through this page, none of us actually ask for payment or anything of that kind. So if you're ever approached by someone claiming to be one of Veronica's mediums and they're asking for payment, please, I would suggest you block them, because none of the mediums here are actually out for taking money. So hi there, Jacqueline. So welcome to you. Coming a little bit early this afternoon. So welcome to you. So let's see if people are starting coming on there. Iris is a beautiful name, Iris. Iris was one of my nan's favourite flowers. And I just said a random story I shall give you now. Beautiful name, Iris, just jogs my memory. I've been living where I live now for quite a number of years. And when I first moved here, we had some beautiful irises in the garden. And I've not got very green fingers. And I think I've killed them because they seem to have disappeared. So welcome. So Libby Frost. So hi there, Libby, to you. That's a beautiful name there. So let's see if I can say it properly. I'm going to try Evangeline. Stacey, can you help me out there? Evelyn, I know it looks like a Greek name, so forgive me. I'm trying to say your name. It's a beautiful name, Evelina, I think I'm saying it here. So hi to you. I've not recognised your name here before. And Krishna. So again, he'll start coming on here. Let me know where you're from. So a little. Oh, okay. So the nickname was as a kid. That's a beautiful name. I've really like the name Iris. Just sort of, and I like these sort of what I call like the good old names. It always resonates somewhere with the family and aspects. So oh, thank you for helping me out, Evangelina. That's a beautiful name, I have to say. Now, I don't know if it's Greek, but it does sound very sort of Greek, quite exotic. So welcome to you. A beautiful name here. And so you start coming on. So I've come on a little bit early this evening. No reason, just because I was here and all ready chomping at the bit, so to speak, to come on. And so you're in the United States there, so you're obviously a bit lacking time wise from the UK here. So it could be 5 hours, could be 6 hours, could be 8 hours. So welcome to you this evening to coming on. Now I'm here this afternoon to do psychic. Spanish. Here. So welcome to you. It's a beautiful name, Spanish name, beautiful part of the world as well, Spain. So lovely to meet you. So it's the first time I know I've not seen your name before. So welcome to you. Now in the UK here, because I'm tonight is Australia. Wow, you're in Australia. So for you there, it must be really early hours of the morning. So you're very dedicated to be, even though you can't sleep. So welcome to you here. And I have seen your name before, so I know you've been with us before. So welcome to you. Now in the UK today, it is, so you can let me know if you're making, it's Shrove Tuesday. It's pancake day, basically. So who's giving pancakes tonight? So if you may be from overseas, I think it's a religious holiday, but I do like my pancakes, so I shall be having, when I finish working here, I shall have my pancakes a bit later this evening. So who there is having their pancakes later this afternoon, this evening? Hi there, Claire. So I'm going to start working with you now, as enough of you come on here now. As I said a little bit as I just started, if anyone should approach you for offering you readings, we mediums here that work through Veronica's channel do not approach you and ask for money. So just bear that in mind. If someone does, it's not one of us here. So I'm going to start shuffling my cards. And what I will do is I can do some animal communication readings for you. So if you'd like to have me to connect with an animal for you, they can be either in spirit, they can be in the physical body, and we can just connect with them and sort of see what's going on in their life now, or also if literally if they're in the spirit world, who they may be with and what message they may have to give you from the other side of life. When I work with animals, if you could please give me the animal's name, either if it's like a Jimmy or a Joan or a Joey, and species, and whether they're in spirit or literally down here, and I'll work with animals for you. And if anyone's got a specific question regarding the cards, I can pull cards for you. And right, okay, so I've got straight away, someone's jumped out at me, so it's the crazy horse. So Jeff Jeff Jane Childers. Right, so I'm drawn to you actually, and there's lots of Facebook users coming on, which is absolutely great. Welcome to you all, Facebook users. If you don't mind, Facebook users, just put your name in the chat. I want to say to you, because as you put your name in the chat, I can then literally connect with you and know who I'm working with, because I do work with the essence of your name as I start to work with you. So Jeff, now let me see here. So Jeff Jan, with your crazy horse. Now and let's see, so Jenny, okay, Jenny, just feel here. Right, now I have to say, just because I always work with a name when I work with either yourself or with an animal, and I actually can feel, Jeff, how it feels like a lot of pent up energy that comes in here with Jenny is what I'm feeling. So I can feel it straight away. And it's almost like sometimes we get these animals in our life that you just can't seem to wear them out or tire them out. That's what I'm feeling here now. Again, I feel quite Jenny reminds me a little bit of one of my dogs, which is lovely, but the word I use is a bit bonkers, because they're on it all the time. Now, what I feel here as well, I feel with Jenny, they do feel very sensitive. So even though they may not be necessarily appear to be sensitive in themselves, I just feel again here, it's like lots of triggers that come in around me that make me very hyper. And I want to say is, now what I do feel here, for some reason, I don't know what I'm looking at colour, and for some reason I feel that Jenny is very much affected by colour. I want to say to you, okay. And again, I'm not looking at it like a red rag to a bull here, but I'm seeing colour, and I feel here, especially like I don't like primary colours, strong colours. Feel some sort of trigger. I want to say to you, as I come in here for Jenny, I want to say to you, okay. So I know there's a memory, a flashback that comes in with colour. I want to say to you, and I do feel very here. As I've been a vehicle incident, because I just feel here as well where it's like this flash of color comes in with me. I will say to you as well, is what I'm feeling. I say to you, okay. And I'm feeling the food that Jen has, and it feels here, the food feels very, because sometimes foods can be triggers to make an animal more crazy, and I actually feel here with Jen, their food feels to be perfect. I'm not picking up any like food intolerances that makes their levels of energy that much higher. But what I'm feeling here with Jenny, they feel very like highly intelligent, lots of mental energy, ramping up like crazy bonkers. And I feel here now your horse likes to do what I'd call not specifically dressage, like as in like we're competition dressage, but they show me stepping over poles, walking over poles, low poles, and it feels like I want to be doing something. I like to be doing something. I like to be active, but it feels like I like to be when I say a controlled active, I want to say as they come here with me. So like mental energy being used, but in a controlled way. There's definitely something here about they show me the way they walk, and it's not because of the way I'm trotting or cantering. It's just the way I'm walking holding my, just I'm gonna be like a dressage. I'm just stepping up what they're saying to me, okay. So I just feel here, the more you can use up the mental energy is what I feel here with him, the better I feel for your horse. They feel lovely, I will say to you. Lots of stimulus is needed. Stimulus is what I'm being told. But in a way of, because sometimes when we try to wear an animal out with their energy, it makes them even more hyper, is what I'm feeling. So it feels to be more controlled. But there's this thing around the dressage poles that I'm looking at, they quite enjoy doing. I'm not a dressage person. I'm not even really a horse person, but that is what Jenny is showing me, okay. And just feels very lovely, I want to say to you, okay. So I hope, Jeff Jan, that helps you. Right, and I did see someone here who asked a question. So I'm going to just scroll up a little bit, because someone here asked me about their son. So I just want to see here. So someone here. So you're South Africa. So Jemmy Lee in South Africa. So welcome to you. Okay. He feels lovely, I will say to you. There's lots of energy, and again here sometimes where you can't actually wear an animal, they've got lots of energy. It's mental energy I want to pick up here for you. Now I'm going to come to Iris, because first time I've met you, Iris, which is lovely to meet you. I love saying your name. It's got such a lovely feel to it, I have to say to you. And I'm going to pull a card for you, Iris, today. So I don't know if you've got anything specific you want to know, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my tarot card, and just for the tarot card for me as I sort of connect with you, it's about the energy that comes in with the tarot card. And I'm going to say to you for the week as opposed for the day, I want to say to you, okay. And it's interesting here. I've pulled the Five of Cauldrons, Five of Cups, I'm going to say to you here. And this is what I feel is this is with you here. So I don't know what I feel is about your own. Don't overly give your emotions to too many people around you. So I don't just mean like a intimate relationship. I just will say here, like people around you, because you feel as I start to work with you, Iris, you feel someone who's quite a giver, quite an empath, quite an empathic person, and someone where you can give. I'm not like giving things away, like material things, money and objects, but more like giving of yourself. I want to say to you, Iris. So you tend to give a lot to other people and want to help people and just make people feel good. I want to say to you, okay. But I feel here with the card, this is for you. So the message I'll give to you, Iris, is about you conserving some of your own emotions for yourself. I want to say to you, okay, because often we can feel guilty if we've got a more wife, a mother, a partner, and all these aspects in our lives and friends, that we find time for ourselves. And I feel this is not about time to do things, it's about emotional energy. I want to say to you, Iris. So please, again, just be mindful. If you feel a little bit overwhelmed by what's taken on around you, other people's baggage is what I feel when I say to you, other people's baggage. So if it's external stuff that's taken on around you, try not to get drawn in to other people's drama. That's what I'm going to say to you, okay? Because, people all have a drama in some aspects in their lives, some way, shape or form, just what life is really. And I'm just picking up like on that around you. So be mindful. If it's not your drama, Iris, ask yourself the question, do I really need to get involved? Because that's what I feel. I want to conserve your energy for yourself. It's more mental energy, emotional energy than it is the actual physical energy. So I hope, Iris, that helps you. So hi, Christina Davis. So welcome to you this evening. So are you cooking pancakes tonight, Christine? So I'm looking forward to my pancakes later. So let me feel here. I'm going to come to Facebook user. Good afternoon to you, and you're from Ireland. I would love to have a card reading, so I'm going to come to you. Now, I don't know if I'm correct here, but I feel this could be Mary, but I don't know. I'm just going to feel, I want to say Mary as I read your message here. So, Mary, if I'm correct, and if not, I'm so welcome to you anyway, because I feel here very drawn to give a card to you from Ireland. And I'm actually going to pull two cards for you. And I want to pull a tarot card, and I'm also going to pull you a soul card. Now, the tarot card I've pulled first for you, and it's good if you don't mind, in the chat box putting some feedback for me as I work with you and connect with you. The feedback, whether I'm working psychically or I'm working with a mediumship, it helps get the link stronger for me, so we know we're on the right track and working together. Hi there, Debbie Romeo. Welcome to you this evening. So I know you're in the States, so it's probably morning there for you at the moment. So back to lady from Ireland. I think you're a lady and I think you're married. So if I'm not, I'm still working with you anyway. Energetically, I'm still pitching with you. First card I pulled is the Four of Swords. And I feel this is more about you on the stage, okay? So, and this is again, when I use the tarot card, when I'm doing intuitive reading, it's more about the energy and the essence that is around you, because with anything in life, it's always about free will, how we choose to work and the decisions we choose to make. But what I feel here when I say choose to consider, could you be almost like fencing yourself in? It's about even our thought patterns, very much about being like a prisoner to our own thoughts. And I feel here, what I want to say to you, Mary, is I feel you do have a lot of thoughts in your mind, repetitive, going over things, overthinking. And sometimes when we start to overthink things sometimes get a bit overwhelming and too big, I want to say to you. And I feel here's where I'm looking regarding the card I'm picking out for you. And I feel it's very much here from the intellect, from the mind. So I do feel there's things taking place around you in your life. I do feel it feels like quite busy aspects taking around, and it feels like a lot of subtle changes that's taking place around you right now. And what I feel is as well, I feel like, I don't know if sometimes you ourselves being a bit guarded ourselves, and I feel it's guarded. And I feel actually for you, when I feel that word guarded, and I do want to say it again to you, because I feel it's about you not being guarded of the people around you, but being guarded of what you sometimes say as well. Because I feel I want to keep things at the moment close to your chest as well. So the changes that are taking place, the still feel things that's taking place, things are moving. I want to say to you, I feel like things are moving forward. But it's important, I want to say to you, that you are selective, that who you speak with and who you speak to. Speak to as many people as you like, but be mindful who you tell what to. Is what I'm going to say to you, okay? But again, I'm going to come back to these thoughts in your mind, because I do think there's a lot of repetitive thoughts. You're overthinking a lot of things. And what I feel in a way, you just clear some of the baggage of those thoughts, because I feel here they become a bit jumbled, and it's difficult then to see things clearer, or as clear as you need to see things. And I actually want to, what I feel I need to say to you might help you, is to maybe a bit of a list, put some things down, write some things down on paper, like a yes or a no. Like I've got two sides of the paper, so positive, negative, yes, no, and get rid of what you don't need to from this thought process at the moment. Because I just feel here there's too much bubbling away. It's actually leaving you a little bit stuck where you personally are in your life right now. But again, I know there's changes taking place, and those changes that are taking place, I'll say to you, just keep stuff to yourself. I want to say to you, okay? All right, okay. So it's just something, again, we can all, I talk a lot, but then sometimes we know when it's best to keep things to ourselves, just subtly. That's just what I want to say to you, okay? So again, and things are changing. And when I say things, when we talk about change, sometimes change can be a bit scary, a bit daunting. But what I feel, I know what's taking place, and it does feel just subtly, is positive, is good. I want to say to you, it's good energy, good vibrations coming through, good changes taking place. And a fantastic card that I've just pulled, okay? And this is success. So this is a soul card. So I want to pull two cards for you. I felt drawn to the tarot of what's taking place energetically around you now, but also what your soul also needs to know. And this is about success. And I just feel here it's about you knowing, there is no greater goal, it says here, the strapline, than love. But I feel it's more about you holding that the faith, the belief that you will be successful, because I feel here's a process we're going through where we need to clear stuff, get rid of stuff. Stuff is done, and there will be a successful outcome, is what I'm picking up on very strongly here for you. And if somehow what's taking place in your life right now involves any legalities, like legal documents, legal paperwork, so some legalities I'm picking up on around you at the moment, even going forward a little bit forward, 2 to 3 months time here, just know it comes with a successful outcome, is what I want to say to you. So it feels very good. Subtle changes taking place, embrace them, keep some stuff close to your heart here that you need to. Other stuff in your mind's overwhelming, get rid of it, I want to say to you, and just know that those changes feels very much here a successful outcome coming for you. So I do hope very much here that helps you. Right, so I am now got Roz here now. So I'm going to come to Roz, and you've got your dog Jack. He's feeling pain in his legs. Is he feeling pain? And he's 14, and a little patched up. Okay, so let's feel here 14, which actually again tap into his name Jack. I want to say to you here, and what I feel with little Jack here, he feels, even though he's 14, he still feels to have a lot of energy, I want to say to you, okay, for a dog for his age, which making me aware of. Now, what he's making me feel, your question is very specific. Does he have pains in his legs at the moment? And I will say to you, he actually, on the whole, does tend to have a quite a tolerance to pain. No, not like acute pain. I know if he's displaying symptoms of pain, he will be in pain. At the moment, he doesn't feel to be too much in pain, is what I feel. He actually feels, and I know he feels, he's saying to me here, he feels better when he's mobile, when he's walking as well, when he's just active. But also what I know is regarding his pain is what's making me feel. Now, again, he's a dog that likes to go out, and dogs like to go out, but he's quite happy to go out in all weathers. But what he's making me feel, so I know it must be more on arthritic here, rheumatism is making me of, because I know when it is damp, and I'm not talking about the rain, damp weather, damp cold makes him feel more uncomfortable, is what it's making me aware. I want to say to you, okay? And I don't know if you're doing this to him, but what he's showing me, he quite likes and he's standing on four paws. He's not being held up, and he likes his legs literally to be rubbed. He's just showing his legs being rubbed, and that really feels and he likes quite a brisk rub, I will say to you. So he's got dirty from the being out and walking, and my legs rubbed here. He likes that rubbing of his legs, is what he's saying to me, okay? Regarding the pain at the moment, no, it's an element, I'd say to you, of like just discomfort where wear and tear and age is making me aware of. No, he's not in. He's saying I'm not in any agony. I'm not in a lot of pain. But it's making me aware. The damp weather does trigger and make him feel more painful, is what he's saying to me. Okay, but and the other little thing he's making me aware of, sometimes, and it doesn't feel a particularly heavy dog either, but as he gets up, there's a little bit, I'm looking at one of his hips here, seeing which side I can get on one of his hips. It's not just the leg, it's also slightly one of his hips, and I feel I want to be more inclined. He's showing me the left hip, to be honest. But what I feel is he seems to distribute his weight more on the right hip. So it feels here when I do get up, that's the one that feels a bit more stiff again. But once I'm moving and walking, it's actually making me, I do feel okay once I'm moving. So just be mindful if it's like today, it's damp, it's wet, it's cold. That makes him feel a bit more achy, a bit more stiff. He's telling me, okay. And I don't know if you're doing this, Ros, already or not, but he's actually made me aware of some sort of supplement. And so if you're giving him some sort of powder on his food, he's showing me some sort of powder on his food, some sort of supplement, which feels, I want to say to you, to have worked. So you're giving him something in the past here, you're giving that aspect of some sort of powder dusting that's been put on his food, which does feel to have helped him. So Jack is on the whole, he's feeling pretty good, I want to say to you. All right. So, and very much, I want to say to you, enjoying life. So I hope, Ros, that helps you. Right. So, I now know who hi there, Lynn. How are you today, Lynn? Let me just see here. I'm going to come to, I'm very drawn because I've just seen your message come back, Regan, okay? So I'll just come back to you. It was about your son. So I know you asked about your son. So if I can find your previous message, and I'm going to come to Regan King here. So I know your message did flash up to me, so I can find your original message. That would be great. If not, Regan, if you just want to put it in the chat again. So I know you asked me specifically about your son. Now, let me just feel into your son here. Let me just feel here. Right. Yeah, oh, okay. Look, yeah. He likes his walk still, I will say to you, Ros. And so I want to say to you, obviously listen to what the vet has told you. But actually a little bit of walking, keeping him mobile does help a little bit, I will say to you. But it's a damp, this type of, if you're in the UK, the weather it is today, the damp and that sort of weather does make him feel a bit more uncomfortable. Rub his legs. He likes that. He likes quite a brisk rub as well on that front legs. It was making me aware. So obviously sort of gets the circulation going a little bit for him. Right. So I'm working here with Regan. So hi there, Regan. Their son, let me just say. Oh, okay, Regan. Okay, I thought he was asking me about your son. Okay, so that's not a problem. So I know I've sort of flashed up on a message here. So that you asked about someone, was it your son? Is it your son, Regan? I know I saw someone else about their son, so I'm not sure if I'm with the right person. I saw the message, but I didn't see the full message. Okay, right, that's fantastic. So I've got your full message there. So let me feel where I am with your boy. Okay. And I'm going to just sort of sit with it, just with the question for a moment, to see where I want to go to. I do feel. First of all, I can feel. I obviously read what he's suffering from, and I'm very drawn to the word struggling. I'll say to you more on the Asperger's to start off with what I'm feeling here. Okay, now I feel as well with him. I do feel so. I just work through how I feel and how we can turn this around to help both you and help him. Now, what I feel with him, I know obviously he's got a loving mum here, loving family around him, but I feel in himself, he's feeling quite isolated in himself. So I know I've got people around me, but I feel like I'm getting with him on a say, okay. And what I feel, so again, it feels like with him, it's very much here, like routine. I like the routine. It's very structured. The routine. Things feel are not about him personally, because that has changed, but I feel him looking back on 4 or 5 months, things. So I want to go back to 4 or 5 months where things subtly have changed. I want to say to you, so it feels on a stem. So if you can think back, Regan, what's changed in the last 4 or 5 months? So we're going back here, probably about November time here. November, so it could be October, November. I want to go to October, November time when I'm picking up on. There feels to be some change that's taking place as well. That trigger, I want to say to you, that I feel a sort of where he is right now. Now, your son, I will say to you, does feel very creative. So again, I just feel like I express myself by creativity. I want to be, but I feel he's like again, I feel a bit lost. I'm struggling how to create. I want to say to you, okay, and to put just to create. Now I feel here as well with him. Now I know, girl, I'm looking at through his eyes at you, and I don't know if you are what I feel as I look through his eyes towards you. You do feel to be his main carer, the one that's there all of the time. I want to say to you, looking after him. So you're very much here. You're the reassurance. You're the guiding light for him. Is what it's making me feel. And he's worried. Okay, bless him. he's, you know, he's just told me, he's Regan. I mean, I can feel what a lovely person you are, and I know you've got no in your mind. You're not even your son. He's worried he's going to be left. All right, he needs reassurance, Regan. All right, I know you're not going to leave him, but in his mind here, he's actually, as he's approaching that you know, that milestone of being 18 years of age, he's worried he's going to be left on his own. He's going to be left. I want to say to you, I know I'll go back a little while, a few months. There's been those changes taking place. I want to say to you, now I know your son here. He does like music. There's certain music I want to say to you that feels to help him as well. So I'm not got it's not heavy rock music, but I've got some music here that I know he enjoys. I want to say to you that he enjoys to listen to. There's also, I will say to you here now, what he's showing me, and again, I don't know if you do this or have done this in the past, is showing some sort of like board games. There's some sort of games that we play, like a board game, that he also enjoys playing and doing, what he's saying to me. Okay, and I will say to you, if you can find an outlet for him to express himself by being creative, it's like the more he can, you know, not even making anything particular, the more I can sort of do things with my hands and put things, he feels calmer within himself. All right, feels better within himself, is what he's saying to me. He's worried. He's actually worried, bless him. You know, around being. And I know you're not going to leave him, but being on his own. And I just feel here again. I know there's talk taking place, not necessarily even about him, about moving home, going to a different location. He just needs, I'm sure you do, Regan, sit with him, talk to him, reassure him. He just needs reassurance. And because just because his mind doesn't always absorb it quick enough to understand, it's okay, I'm going to be okay. Now that, again, the loneliness here, I do feel, I will just give you what I feel. I don't know if there's a way you can do this, because I feel like you'll get the help and support that you needed, but I also feel like if you can get him into some sort of like group, it would help him as well to be with some people, I want to say to you, of similar age group for him, if he allows you, if you could organise that for him, I want to say to you. Okay, he will be fine, he'll be okay, but I just feel here, I actually feel you could probably a little bit of support, I want to say to you, just because I feel here it's, he feels he needs guidance, all right, guidance. And I feel here, you know, he feels lost, you feel lost, and sometimes we need that seek a little bit of guidance, is what I'm saying. I just feel here, I know he feels very I know he's got a very creative mind. I can see these things and know these things and do these things, but then it's like, and it's very difficult for me to express these things, is what I'm being shown with him. And I know with him, with your son, what he's actually showing me here, he actually has like a photographic memory. Once you show him something, it's like it's there, solid, stuck there. And I don't know if we play this sort of, I'm just being shown that aspect around him. I say to you, being that, okay, keep trying, Regan, keep trying, because I just feel here he's what I'm seeing, you may need to go outside of, I don't, you know, I'm not seeing someone coming to the home to sort of assess. I'm seeing you going to seek a bit further. I know he doesn't want to go outside the home, and I know he doesn't want someone to come in the home, but I just feel here's that guidance. I've almost like support from a different way, slightly information wise, because it just feels here the guidance that is needed, and that's where that loneliness I'm picking up from both of you. I will be honest here, but I actually, again, I don't know if this is even available where you live, but I'm being given the word here, like art as a therapy, and not just art. I will say to you, it is music. So I know there's something there that your son could be involved in, creativity, because that's where I feel where there's a gift that lies there for him to be able to express himself. I want to say to you is what I'm picking up on. So again, hopefully maybe you can talk to someone outside of the home who can guide something like that, that maybe you can, you know, do some sort of creative work, because that's what I feel I want to be working with him. He will be okay, but just needs to, it's a lot for you, but it's more the structure, the routine, and knowing, I know he worries about you not being there, is what's making me. So I'm sure you're reassured. I want to say to you, yeah. What I want to say to you is, if that's why I want to bring that creative aspect around him, because I feel here, you know, it's better to express something that's inside of him that I can't say verbally. You know, I can't express this way, but I can express it in some other way, is what I'm being made aware of. And for some reason, I don't know, if again here, if you do, what I've been shown, and again, I don't like cooking, so I'm not saying to do this, but I've been shown like you know, when you make with kids, you make the fairy cakes. I've just been shown something like that. So I don't know if you can, you know, because just feels here he needs to able to express and you've got to find a different outlet. Obviously, I know you get support there for you, but I'm being made aware of creative, because that's where I feel here. It will help him to do that. I want to say to you, to be able to release slowly some of those emotions, I want to say to you, that come up there for him. But I am looking back. I don't know if schooling was changed or something was changed. That's where I'm going back to where sort of bit of the issue stems from as well. I want to say to you, a few months back. All right. If you can, Regan, look into the art as therapy somehow, because I feel it could actually might be able to help him. So I hope, thinking of you, Regan, and please come back another week and let us know how you're getting on, if you can get the help that you need. Okay. So I hope that helps you. Right. I'm going to come to Lynn about Marnie. Thoughts about Marnie, please. I want to say, because I want to tap into Lynn here, and I know Marnie is still in the physical body here. And what I feel, I don't know. I'm looking at little Marnie, and I know Marnie's a good girl to say, okay, and she feels very much here. I know she's well loved. She's all these aspects here. I want to say to you, and the thing she's giving me, I want to say to you right now, Lynn. So if you're doing less with her, because I know she's feeling a bit here. She likes to be doing things. Like she enjoys being out. She enjoys doing things, and I feel she's feeling a little bit. When I say flat, a little bit bored. I want to say to you, okay, because it feels here. A little bit of the normal routine that you do with her has changed a bit, and I just know here she's social, not just social with people, she's social with dogs as well, and she likes being around her own species. Also, I will say to you here, she feels very much, I want to say to you at the moment, like I will say that the nanny dog, as in now, because I want to be looking after. So is that a dog that she knows well, she sees well, or a doggy friend she's got? Because I feel here I'm missing that aspect as well, which is showing me, Lynn. I want to say to you, okay. So I feel there's a dog that she associates with, like a friend that I want to be looking after, taking care of, and she's not seeing that doggy friend, which is making me aware. It does feel to be a female dog as well. She makes me aware of. On the whole, she's really, I want to say to you, she knows she loves her life. I want to say, Lynn, she actually showed me her life. She's like treated like a princess. She's telling me, she's loving it. Now, but again, here there's a little bit of flatness around, but it feels like we're not living life to the full as we was. I want to say to you, back in the better weather in the summer months. What she's saying to me, okay. I also know she's showing me here. She does like going in the car. So I feel here when she does get in the car, it's like she knows she's going somewhere nice. She's enjoying where she's going. So I just feel here at the moment, her routine has changed slightly, and she's not actually, I want to say to you, this feels a bit flat around her. So again, wants a bit of oomphy. But apart from that, I want to say to you, she actually feels good. She feels happy. She's enjoying life. I want to say to you, and I like a lot of dogs. They like their food. She's showing me she's liking her food, but I don't know if you've put her on a diet, because what she's showing me, it's like she wants more. She's telling me her portions aren't quite big enough. All right, so I was just give that to you, because just like I mean, my dogs could eat and eat and eat. I have to say, I have to put a limit on what they eat. But she's making me aware here that she's looking at me saying I could do a bit more food. So I don't know if you've cut down the portions slightly, but she's making me aware that I want to say to you, Lynn, okay. So at the moment, all does feel well. I want to say to you, in herself, she's enjoying life, but just a little bit flat around her. So obviously the routine seems to have changed slightly for her at this moment in time. So all is good, I will say to you, really. So as the nights get lighter, we can start getting out longer and doing more walks with her, so she enjoys that. So I hope that helps you. Right, so let's just see who I am drawn to next. So I'm going to do I'm going to pull a card now for, let me see here. I'm going to go to Claire Plummer. So Claire, I think I've seen your name before, but I'm not sure. So I'm coming to you, and general card. What's been going on the last few days? So obviously, like to sit with you, Claire, what's been on for you around the last few days. And again, here it does feel very busy, I want to say to you, okay. And rather hectic going on around a bit. Now, what I feel as I feel this, Claire, I feel a bit flustered as well, I want to say to you, okay, as I pick up all this essence around you. Now, what I feel, I want to say to you, so again, as I feel into the question that you've asked here, so it feels here sometimes when things are like a little bit of disharmony takes place in their life, but disruption was a better word. Disruption taking place. It feels a little bit chaotic, bit disruption taking place. Something can take like a few days. I want to say to you, like 3 or 4 days for you, for things to sort of settle down and be clear. I want to say to you, okay, because sometimes when we're in the middle of what I feel at the moment, it feels like we're thinking, more from emotion than we are from thinking things through. And I feel we're looking at clarity, needing to want clarity. I want to say to you, okay. And it feels like there's elements I know that we need to put laid to rest. I want to say to you, okay. So there's stuff that's taking place to the last few days that you need to like end it, close the door on it. I'd also say to forget about it, but literally allow yourself to move on from it on a stage, okay? Now, I pulled 2 tarot cards here for you. So what I feel here with you, Claire, this feels like for me that you may be the one here, the one that holds the reins of the family here and the friends of keeping everything under wraps, under control, keeping things together, I want to say, okay? So a lot of strength comes in with that. And the card I pulled for you needing right now is strength, I want to say, okay? And this is sort of strength to see you through the next few days. Because I know here this will settle down. It will all clear. The next 3-4 days it will be much clearer. I want to say to you, things much clearer, much more clarity. There are aspects I want to say that just taken place. And there's been a few words. It's just like literally shut the door, end it. I want to say to you, I want to say the word no to you, because I know that there's no's that need to be said. I want to say to you regarding the last few days, and there'll be a lot more clarity that comes around it once you're able to have that strength to stand up for yourself and say what needs to be said. It's about clarity, communication, and say what needs to be said. And I just feel here, give yourself like 4 or 5 days, things will be clearer, more settled. And I feel actually the power within yourself here to be able to move forward and move on. And I don't want to, there's a closing the door, and that's a closing door. I want to say to you that's taking place, has taken place, taking place. And once it has taken place, I want to say to you, okay, all will be well. I want to say to you, okay, it's just sometimes it's sort of adjusting, accepting. I want to say to you, it's like something we have to assimilate. Those seeds of what's taking place have to land in our mind. Once those seeds have landed, I want to say to you, the clarity then comes forward and comes with it, that strength here for you. And I want to say the word courage, I want to say to you as well, because I feel the word courage is sort of taking, having the courage and the faith to take the next steps. I want to say to you that will be better for you. So have the courage, have the strength, take it forward. 4 or 5 days I'm seeing here, things seem a lot clearer for you. I want to say to you, okay, and all will work out well. All will be well. You will be the one though, who, like I'm say, in control. You're the one who needs to be active in the process to make these changes take place. I want to say to you, okay, and you just look back at it, you just think, it was something or nothing. These things take place something major at a time, something or nothing, and you'll just be able to move through it and keep focused. I want to say to you, okay, and try again about closing the doors, not looking back too much on the last few days. I want to say to you, okay. So I hope, Claire, that helps you. But I'm going to come to Sandra Crisps Jenner next. Okay, so anyone hanging about for your work guidance for you. Okay, so let me see here, Sandra, regarding work guidance for you. Now, what I feel, I'm going to pull a card. I actually pull 2 cards for you as well. I feel very drawn to pull you 2 cards for you, Sandra. So first card I'm going to pull for you will be the tarot card, but it's more about what's taking place here regarding the work aspect. And what I feel regarding work, I just feel I want to say to you the word changes as well as I come through for you, Sandra. Okay, now these don't need to be changes as in. Now what I've got is this card is called temptation, but it's not about, it's more about balance. Okay, balance in life. And I feel here we've got to come to work on a stage here, so I feel that there are changes, there's things taking place at work on a stage here, and I feel here for you it's about you especially not getting drawn in. I want to say to you, okay, so not getting drawn into other people's I feel like there could be a situation brewing at work where you may be the one that's pushed forward to be the spokesperson, to be the one who's the voice box, so to speak. And I feel it's very important to say to you regarding work here. So if you're looking, because I feel what I'm feeling is, I feel with you that you potentially yourself are looking for a change, all right, as well. And that's absolutely fine. I'm not seeing a forced change around you, but I'm getting this feeling here that you are looking for that change yourself. But what I feel is important for you, Sandra, that you don't be pushed into speaking up for other people. All right, hi Sandra, because I feel here some of them at work we can get like the push forward to edge forward situations taking place other people don't want to be involved in, and you may be pushed forward, almost like provoked to speak up. It's fine if it's purely for you, is what I want to say to you, okay? But I feel here, I just think something you could be pulled into something that is not necessarily your battle, your argument. And it's about getting the balance right, about speaking up as a collective when it's right, and then not being speaking up too much when it's not really your drama to be speaking up about, is what I want to say, Sandra, okay? So I do feel, and again, if you're looking, I feel potentially you may in your mind to be looking to go somewhere else, move location, is what I'm picking up on. I don't feel you will be. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say to you, this was a change of management, changes taking place, and that feels, I want to say to you, will be a lot more clearer as we get through into March. I want to say to you, okay, as we come into March, that feels a lot clearer. And I feel there's no urgency to change your job, move your job. You may be feeling like doing it. Just don't get drawn into someone else's arguments. I just feel this could happen. Speak up for yourself. Say what's got to be said, what is right for you, but not if it doesn't quite resonate. Because I feel this is where I'm feeling. I want to be a little bit taking place around you regarding work. And I'm going to pull your soul card as well. And it's a nice card for you. This is friendship, okay? And it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason, okay? So this is what I feel, again, ties in very well with this card I want to say to you regarding the work aspect as well, I want to say to you. So again, here, it's and I feel here you're someone, regarding the friendship aspect, you're someone where when you've got a good friend in your life, you will be like a reason, season, lifetime. Friends will come to you like literally in your embrace a friend into your life for lifetime, is what I'm feeling here. That sort of person, the heart that you have. And again, here I feel here, I'm not feeling you've got good friends around you, and I feel it's quality as opposed to quantity of friends I want to bring in around you. But I'm going to bring this friendship aspect into work here, because I do feel here, what I want to say to you is, don't want to say to you to be guarded, but I just want to say to you, I'm going to come back to work again, because just question who's your friends at work, and question, not every single one of them, but I feel there's some people there, one person specifically, that may come across as a friend and may not necessarily be a true friend, is what I say to you, Sandra. So if you're feeling that a little bit there, be mindful, because that's what I feel I'm picking up again, going back to work. There's issues taking place around work where there's a peer there, colleague there, that doesn't quite feel have a particularly positive vibe to it, I want to say to you. And if that's the case, just be mindful, of their motives, because it feels there could be some ulterior motives taking place regarding that. Work is fine. There feels changes taking place, more managerial position. Your job is safe. I feel you may feel that you want to be moving forward. I don't think you will. I just feel here because March feels to be more calm, more settled. And again here, don't be the spokesperson unless you're speaking truly about what you want to be speaking about, is what I feel I need to say to you, Sandra. Okay, so I hope that helps you. So let me see who. I'm going to do a quick sip of water, so I'll start coughing. Right, I am going to be going. Right, so let's just see him scroll down. So I see a few names here. I'm going to come to, let me see who I'm drawn to next. And I'm going to come to Suzanne Nolan. Okay, so I don't recognise your name. So welcome to, I don't know if you've come to Veronica's other events. It's the first time I think I've seen your name here, Suzanne. So welcome to you this afternoon. And I am going to a message for you, Suzanne. Let me just see here as I tap into you. Now, what I feel as I tap into you here, Suzanne, I just feel for some reason I want to go more towards the spirit side of life for you, Suzanne. Okay, and I feel here now. What I feel with you, I know that feels to be. I've got. First of all, I went to spirit side of life. There feels to be straight away a female that did come close to you. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was a grandma that comes in first of all, but they also felt beyond her. Feels a male also feels, I want to say to you, to feel important as they come through for you as well, okay, as they come in here. And this feel this male, the male here, where I'm feeling relationship wise with this male is, and I do feel again, both these people feel to be like family members to you, okay. Now, what I'm getting a feel for here is if the male feels like a more father than just like a grandfather, but I just know aspects they come through here for you. And the feeling I'm going to come down here to you, Suzanne, it's like it feels like I would say to you, you do actually feel, no, you feel young, you have a lot of family over there, I want to say to you, okay. And then this thing here, I don't know if you're like, again, we get to a point in our life where you're questioning a lot of things for yourself, I want to say to you, okay. So we get these like crossroads in our life, and it feels like a lot of you feel to me at the moment, they're saying to me, you are at a crossroad in your life, I want to say to you, it's like question, and the crossroad as in like not so much about change of job and change of home and all of that, but more like where you are, where you're going, and on this path, and what you're supposed to be doing. I want to say, it's like a soul purpose. I want to come to you here. That soul purpose, what we're looking for, and that guiding light. I want to say to you, because I feel like they make me feel like you feel a little bit lost. I want to say to you, in yourself. Now, what I'm doing, I do feel going back to that female. I want to say that's here. With you, and I do feel here, I want to say, it does feel like to be a grandmother that does come here for you, because I feel her essence of her more now for you. And it feels, I want to say to you, I'm getting to feel here that you speak yourself, you do speak to spirit side of life. I want to say to you, okay, so someone's like here, you know you are being heard, because also I'm being shown here that there's like symbology, there's like little messages that's coming from the angelic kingdom, letting you know they are with you, they are here for you. I want to say to you, okay, now what I'm picking up on, if you're like learning something, sort of learn spiritual work yourself, so some sort of spiritual journey yourself, I want to say to you, this is what I want to say to you, I'm picking up on, okay, and just feels here. So again, they let me know here, keep talking, because you doubt yourself. They tell me that you're doubting yourself. So I know you actually hear them speaking back with you, okay? And it's not, you're not to doubt yourself. They're saying, because you're hearing stuff very clearly, I want to say to you. So again, here's that guiding light to push you, really to keep you on that spiritual journey, that spiritual path, I want to say to you. And I just feel here for you, it's like they're saying to me, once you sort of trust, faith and belief, it's one that you will fly yourself. But I just feel he's very much, I want to bring in that mediumship around you. It's what I'm picking up on, I say to you, Suzanne. It just feels here a good journey for you. So it feels quite new, quite fresh. But I know here's that venture, I want to say to you. And that's where I'm picking up the crossroads, where we're at. Where do we take it? Where does it lead me? Where do I go? And I just know here, again, I can feel the essence of the spirit world here, especially that your grandma, that man there. I don't know if it's your grandfather or your father, just as much here with you, almost like encourage you to go forward, I want to say to you, okay? And embrace is what I'm being made aware, I want to say to you, okay? So I hope, Suzanne, that helps you. So let's put a few more cards here now. Let's scroll down. And right, so Jamie Taylor. So just sort of, as I've scrolled down, literally I'm doing like a roulette wheel. I'm scrolling down a few pages and see where the little cursor stops. And I'm going to come to Jimmy Taylor, and guidance on your puppy Storm. Storm. Right, now again, I'm picking up on Storm, and Storm, I will say to you, right, Storm does feel quite high energy, I want to say to you, because I pick up on Storm, but I also feel with Storm here. I don't know if this resonates with you, Jim. It feels like I've got some anxiety that comes in as well with Storm, I want to say to you, okay? And I'm looking at this like a little bit, so I know very much here, as I look at Storm's face, they're very much an animal that you can almost like see the anxiety, the expression. I can see the expressions of Storm's face. It's like a Storm looks at me, I want to say to you, okay? And Storm doesn't like, so this again, just like they're just showing me. I don't know if, I've got a family, my children grow up now, but when they lived at home, the doors were slamming all over the place. Storm doesn't like loud doors. Something like any doors being slammed, any doors being shut here. There's an aspect I want to say to you of like a loud door being shut. Is what making me aware, I want to say to you, okay? And also I feel here with Storm, I know that our dogs, it's not healthy for them to be with us like 24/7, but also I feel like Storm doesn't like their own company, and very much so, I want to say to you, okay? So I feel here with Storm, it's very much here what they're making me aware of. So I don't know if they you're sharing your home with other people as well, but it feels like there's lots of like fixed, it's not a fixed routine. There's one person saying this, someone's saying this, they're quite confused. Storm is a bit of confusion around Storm of what is right and what is wrong. And again here, so I'm getting like mixed messages, mixed signals is what I'm being made from Storm on the stage, okay? So if this were like Storm is like a little bit like not sure if they're doing it right, not sure if they're doing it wrong, and wants to please. Storm feels much here, really wants to say to please and do well, but they're a little bit confused. So I would suggest here regarding Storm, literally if whoever you're spending time with, Storm, whoever's in the house here, you need to all try and sing from the same page on the hymn book, because Storm is looking confused, I want to say to you. And I'm very much here, Storm's not a bad dog at all, I can feel it. But they're like, they're very like, you need to be, like some animals need it very clear. And it feels here, what they're making me for you, your messages are very clear, but there's confusion that comes in around it, I want to say to you. And so I know here it feels like you're doing it the right way, and someone's doing it a different way, and someone comes in and says something else, and the whole process is getting a bit confusing, is what I'm being made aware, Storm. All right. So I know here it will set, if you could all literally stick with the same routine, the same structure, Storm will settle down very quickly. Now, this is quite a strange thing Storm is showing me as well. Storm, for some reason, at the moment, is not a lover of the dark, I want to say to you, okay? So I don't know if when you go to bed at night time, I mean, we turn our lights off, I know we do, but I guess for here, they're not a lover of the dark, I will say to you. So I don't think that's shutting a room here, this essence I'm being shown. So maybe like a little tiny night light or something here, not a candle, obviously, but like a little, because it's when it's all black, I don't like it, I panic, I worry, and I want to cry. It's making me feel. All you need to do, I will say to you, Jimmy, the Storm will be fine, but try to be, all of you who's has input with Storm, to be on the same page, because that's where the confusion is coming around Storm. A little bit of separation anxiety, doesn't like being left too much, and I actually feel they probably do need to be worked with regarding that being left a little bit on the stage, okay? Because I know it's not healthy for any animal to be with us 24/7. They need to accommodate on the stage, accommodate on the stage, that aspect. So just have a little look at how you try and get like some sort of like routine for her or him, and stick with it. I want to say to you, or no, just stick with it. All will be fine. The anxiety I'm picking up on here, I think once I just want, I feel like I need to be reassured that everything's okay. Everything's okay. Once that confusion fades away, honestly, all will be good. That's what I'm feeling. I want to say to you, okay. So I do hope that helps you, Jimmy. Everyone else to help you there, I want to say to you. All right, so just see here who else I am. So I'm going to come to Bernadette Connolly. So for you, you're asking me guidance around your spiritual path. Okay, it's a nice question to ask. So I'm going to actually pull a soul card for you as well. So let me just get the cards in the right direction. I'll show you a little shuffle for you. So Bernadette, it is your soul path, your spiritual path. And our spiritual path is obviously connected to our soul path, because you know, our spiritual path, our soul paths are very much entwined here. And sometimes some people come down here and they fulfill that soul purpose, that soul path. Others come down here and come back many times to fulfill that soul purpose. And I feel here as I work with you, Bernadette, you're in here, I feel with you, this is more about your, again, the spiritual guidance as opposed to your soul purpose at this moment in time. Because I feel here as we start to develop more of our spiritual awareness, then that soul purpose often just sort of becomes more enlightened to us. So I feel here with you. I feel right now, it feels like I feel quite enlightened. So I feel here, when I feel that, it's like it feels like lots of opportunities available to you and for you. And I feel sometimes when we get a lot of opportunities available for us, it's like you don't feel yourself quite sure which direction you want to be going in, I want to say to you, okay? And it feels, again, which is nice, it feels like a lot of input around you, as in people suggest this, people might tell you that, we look on the internet, we get very much here like bombarded with what is available to be doing. Now, what I feel with you, I actually feel you've come quite a long way on your path already, so there's a lot of knowledge, a lot of gifts behind you already. And I actually feel, and I don't feel, look, what I feel I want to give you, I want to give you a mentor. So it's like I feel like you know, that next step, that next person can really sort of help you to fly, I want to say to you, okay? Because I just feel here is where, and again, as I feel that mentor coming in with, I know you're thinking of doing, I'm not more an in-person course. I feel here it's the mediumship route I want to go with you, Bernadette. I want to say to you very much so, okay? And it feels here, it's like any time it feels daunting, scary, and excited at the same time. This is where I feel when we're taking your work, I want to say to you, okay? Because you do feel you feel like an excellent communicator, all right? So not just with the spirit world, but also I will say to you with people, and it's just feeling comfortable in that role, I want to say to you, okay? I also feel, Bernadette, now with regarding the guidance of your spiritual path, you need to start to, when I say own, you need to start to speak up about what you do, because I feel here, you know, again, we can all do this, we can be selective in who we tell in our journey, what we're doing, where we're going, or what we want to be doing in our spiritual journey, and I feel quite selective, a little bit shy of holding back and so I want to say to you, first you need to start doing is to really own what you do and the work that you do and where you want to be taking your work. I actually feel you feel to be you come a long way. I can feel that. I know that, and you're just sort of looking now, which avenue do I go now? Where do I try? But I know it's more that mediumship, and I actually feel if you're looking for a mentor, I feel that's your next step. You need a mentor. I'd be a teacher, be a tutor, be an in-person group I'm going to, but I feel you need that next level of input tuition to take you to the next level, because I feel that's where I take your work. I also know, Bernadette, as you go forward more in your work, it feels like once you achieve that next bar, so to speak, then I'm seeing you potentially wanting to also teach, hold space for other people is what I'm seeing. Okay, so I know here you'll be someone who won't stop your journey. You'll learn something, know something, do something, and want to do more. And I feel here, but you right now, I feel to really grow and expand your own journey, your own energetic self. I actually feel if you can find yourself a mentor, would be a really good thing for you. Just because that's where I want to be taking you. I think we can learn a lot by ourselves. We can learn a lot with people in groups and sessions, but sometimes we need to just to raise that bar a little bit more, and that's what I'm looking at here. So I know here's some sort of like training, learning that I feel would really, really help you to hone your skills. You want to say, because I know here going forward, I'm seeing you also say supporting, holding groups and teaching people yourself is what I'm going to say to you. So I hope, Bernadette, that helps you. So I guess you're considering learning something, doing something new with your spiritual guidance. Look for the mentor, and if I want to say to you, look for the right mentor as well for yourself. Just there's lots of courses and studying that's available out there for people, but I just feel here, I know here, that's where I want to take your next level for you, is to actually find someone to literally support you along the way. So I hope, Bernadette, that helps you. Right, so to see here who I am drawn to next. Right, so I'm going to come to Denise Kelly Hunt. She has been trying for a month. Bless you. I hope it's worth the wait. So I'm going to say, dear, I've got a bad sense of humour. Sorry. Right, so lovely to see you keep coming back for a month. Bless you, which is really nice. And I will say, I mean, sorry I don't get around to give you all a message. Sometimes it's just the way Facebook is. I don't see all of your names till I do look back afterwards. I will be honest, to see who's left a message, who's been here, and just who's gathered in this hour. But while I'm actually working, I don't always get to see all of the names as who's coming through. So forgive me for that. And it's just sort of luck today where some are showing up and some are not showing up. And you can keep putting your name in, it doesn't matter. So for Denise, I'm going to pull a soul card for you. So connection, let's have a connection. I want a soul card for you, actually. And again, here I'm going to pull a soul card for you. And the word here for you is growth. I want to say, so for me, it's like spiritual and soul growth. And the strapline here is, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. I want to say to you, okay. Now I feel here as I will start to work with you, Denise, this was much here. Like I do feel you're wanting to expand your own awareness, spiritual awareness. I want to say to you, okay. Because what I feel with you, especially start to work with you, I actually feel already you actually are very aware of spirit world being around you. I want to say, okay, you might feel like sometimes we get the goose pimples or the hair moves on the side of your face, and you're aware that people are around you, that people do come and gather with you, is what I'm being made aware of. So again here, I want to say to you, embrace that a little bit more, because I just feel here that I know that is awakening in you. Okay, so embrace it and let that expand, let that grow. As I feel that here, for much here, I want to bring it for you here. There's a lady I want to say comes through for you as well from the spirits of life. I want to say, okay. Now I'm also again with you. I know I'm going to go back to your awareness, because I'm also being made aware myself. I don't know if you are trying to or have been trying to connect with your own spirit guides. I want to say, okay, it's very much, I've got this comes later in a month, but also I'm being made of your own spirit guides are coming through to you and talking to you. So if you're like feel you're having messages and all sorts, and you're thinking, is it my mind? Is I making it up? No, you've got there. I'll say to you, sit and be still with your spirit guides. Then we have many guides, but I just feel here I'm being made aware that your guides are gathering for you. This is how I know your awareness is beginning to open up very much. So I'm going to say to you, okay. Now, as I feel the lady that's also going to step back forward to us. Now, what I feel, I don't feel what I say to you is necessarily here. I'm feeling more relationship comes through. She makes me aware to be being an aunt. So if you've got an aunt, auntie, or great aunt here, but I'm actually a female comes through more on this sort of vibration comes here for you. Now, what she's showing me is this lady. So I know here she knows you as a small child. She's showing me you as a baby. I want to say to you, okay. So I just from here, right. So I'm just seeing you. So again, as I see someone being held as a baby here, I just feel I want to say to you now, aunt, I want to say godparent as I come through here with her for you, okay. And I just feel here again with you, Denise, there feels to be a lot of people that you've also got in the spirit side of life. I want to say to you, because also I feel that as a man that also steps forward here, that identifies to me to feel like a father to you as well. I want to say to you. And as this man steps forward for you, Denise, what me made aware of by him, and it's like I want to say to you, I know before he passes over, he says to me, I've not got a chance to say goodbye to everybody I need to say goodbye to. So it feels here, I don't feel I've passed like suddenly, but I just feel here, I know there's illness before I pass over again, so very, very fatherly around him. But I know here there's people I didn't get to say goodbye to before I've passed over, is what he's actually saying to me, okay? And it feels, I want to say, now again, they feel someone around him also. I feel in your family there's been two passings that feel to have come quite close together, because we've hardly got time to say goodbye to one, and then we've got someone also crossed over fairly quickly, making me aware. I want to say to you, okay. So I feel here again the male hit comes through. I want to be very fatherly. I want to say to you, not said goodbye to everybody. I want to say, and this is understand. Even the word understanding, I want to say to you, okay. So I feel there's an understanding where someone couldn't get there to see me is the feeling that I'm being given, but also I say the concept of like two passings fairly close to each other as they come through here with me, and I'm being shown here. So I go in here. It's like I don't think there was husband and wife, but they're showing themselves being together up there. Is what I'm being shown, okay. And it feels here like it's what they're making me aware of. It's like I know there's been like an upset down here. It's almost like started your own spiritual journey, your own spiritual path, asking the questions and wanting to know more, be more, and see more. And I just feel here now again they're saying me here they are with you. They are with you. And again I'm looking at I know from the mail that they're showing me here some significance about a piece of jewellery they are showing me. I want to say to you, okay. So I feel here piece of jewellery. Now what I'm feeling with this piece of jewellery, I don't know if someone should have had a certain piece of, and it looks more like a ring. I will say to you, it does a watch or a bracelet. That someone should have had this particular piece of jewellery, but they didn't. They didn't get it. Is what is making me aware. I want to say to you, okay. Again, up there, I'm being shown. I know in your family, somewhere in the spirit up there, there's also someone, again, I'm going to go back to creative, but I feel artistic creative. I want to be doing, I don't know if someone in your family would have done like some sort of painting. I've got art up there I'm being shown from the spirit side of life. Is what I'm being made aware of, okay. And for you here, your message for you, I want to say to you, okay, the message they're actually giving me to give to you is don't doubt yourself. So I feel here again that it's about a spiritual journey. I want to say to you, don't doubt yourself. It feels here you've come a long way. It's the words they're giving me. I want to say to you, okay. And I know there's lots of awareness that is around you, and don't doubt yourself. What they're saying to me, okay. And I'll leave your family's love with you, okay. So I hope, Denise, that helps you. Now I'd like to say thank you for joining us. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one tarot card. Now I'm going to pull tarot card for you all who didn't get a message. And so literally, what does the energy of the tarot card for you for the week? Again, it's free will with all of us. So I was going to put literally a card for those who didn't get a message this evening for you to take away with you. I want to say to you for the week, or till you come back maybe later on this evening, because there's another medium coming on this evening as well later on. So that's a nice card for that. So this is the Magician, Major Arcana. So a card for the week for those who didn't get a message. Energetically, this is magic. The Magician is about you can make the magic happen. So there's things you're thinking of doing, things you're planning, things you'd like to craft. We all have to be proactive in making things happen. So again, it's good energy for you. If you're thinking about a project, thinking about doing something, start to make it happen, because energetically, that is a good card from a tarot point of view for those of you that did not get a message tonight. So it's about pulling the rabbit out of the hat almost, so you can make things happen, make the magic happen for yourself. And as someone once said to me, the magic happens when you step outside your comfort zone. So there's areas in your life you're thinking, oh, I can't do that. Step out your comfort zone and make the magic happen. So have a lovely evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. And I'll be our meeting back on at 9 p.m. this evening. and have a great week. If you're making pancakes, enjoy. And so I'll be back next week, same time, 5 p.m. till 6 time. So have a great evening. Thank you. Bye bye.